Star Trek Discovery Episode 4, Forget Me Not. I'm Joe. Please subscribe to this channel. So Season 3 started off as I expected it to. I don't know what happened, but I just didn't want to do reviews of them anymore. And I got far behind. And maybe it was because I felt that I couldn't review the show. I don't know why, but there's just nothing to really review because after the end of every episode, I just find myself horrified by the emotional behavior of those involved on this show. It's gone so far from what I think we've expected from Starfleet officers. And that's what CBS All Access Trek has become. You know, from the way Picard acted to this deterioration of Discovery. Lower Deck show, which was just a bunch of clownery. But the truth of the matter is this version of Star Trek is Michael Burnham, and Michael Burnham is an emotional wreck. She is a dysfunctional human being in so many ways, and her dysfunction permeates to the rest of the show, and the whole show becomes about dysfunction. There's even the joke in the 5th episode about how dysfunction's part of the crew. So they know it, they own it, but it's awful. So that's what I'm going to talk about. My reviews are only going to be based on the level of dysfunction for the episode. This is the Michael Burnham episode where Michael Burnham is the least Michael Burnham-y. She's the only one who's composed like a Starfleet officer in this episode. Trill are the most Michael Burnham-y of anybody in this episode. They come before the Trill board of executives. There's the leader of the Trills, there's the Trill head of tourism, and there's a Trill hardass. The Trill hardass wants nothing to do with Adira because she is a human with the Trill inside her. And the head of tourism, who manages their spa, that Trill guy wants to help. The leader Trill in the middle says, you have to leave. We're not going to take the Trill out of you like the hard-ass wants, but we're not going to help you like the head of tourism wants. The hard-ass guy comes and decides he's going to go against the orders of his leader and try to forcibly remove the Trill from the host. Michael Burnham behavior, don't do what you're told. The other side of the coin, the guy who manages the spa and resort says, I'm going to help you. So there you have it. The Trill are Michael Burnham. They are the most Michael Burnham-y of Michael Burnham in the whole episode. So then we go to the Discovery crew, where we have Detmer and Stamets acting completely irrational. Detmer's been acting a little funky since we got to the new universe here, the 31st century or wherever. Stamets, of course, is suffering from what the most Michael Burnham-y trait of all, overimportance, taking all the responsibility on himself, to the point where Tilly may have a suggestion on how they can operate the spore drive without him, and he doesn't want to hear it. Detmer, who is, we don't know, suffering from some kind of post-traumatic stress disorder once coming in, we're led to believe that she's upset that people kiss Stamets' ass? I don't know. The dinner party that Saru has explodes in ill behavior and everybody acts like a fool. It's like Star Trek High this episode. So the one person who has the right to act the most stinkified, the most rude, the most out there because they have a Trill in them and they don't know what to do and they're going through a lot and they're a teenager and they're emotional, on top of the fact that they are transsexual. They happen to be the most calm person on the show. The only person who behaves admirably. Even to the point now, I thought that was interesting watching the show in hindsight, because I'm getting caught up and I watched these again, that they refer to her as she. She is a human. And she goes, yes, she is. And she looks uncomfortable. Because, you know, we later find out that she wants to refer to as they, and we all knew this because we read the press clippings. But even then, when she's referred to as she, not they, she doesn't have a hissy fit. Imagine Michael Burnham was transgender. She'd lose it. She'd lose it. It would ruin her whole day. So there you have it. Michael Burnham in this episode was the most calm person, which is unheard of. The Trill were awfully behaved awfully. The crew of the Enterprise behaved awfully. And then Adira behaved well for the situation. All in all, this episode was okay. This episode, I think when I called my parents and did you guys enjoy the latest episode of Star Trek High? It was just... That's just what the episode was. I hope you like this new format because I can't review these shows in any other way than to talk about the behavior of the people. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to our channel. Until next time, I'm Joe.